Welcome back to KA MMA. I'm Khalil Deal,
Mandio.
and we are back to talk about our final prediction, thoughts, and face-offs for UFC Vegas 104. Marvin Vettori against Roman Dolidze, and we're going to start it off with the prelims here. And the first fight of the prelims, Younessi Dubin versus Carly Judice. All right, man, Andio. Any changes? What's your thoughts about this one?
My thoughts are, did you catch that little jump that Eunice Dubin did when she first got to face off against Judice here?
Yeah,
It,
yeah.
it was a little like a little childlike hop, like, all right, let's get ready to go, Just yeah, no, my pick is still Carly Judice. I'm pretty confident in this one. I think she's gonna just like out volume her, wear her out, and probably win a unanimous decision.
Yeah, man. Look at the size difference here. You can see that the Carly Judice, she's much taller than Younessi Dubin there. You can see that they're both in good physical shape. Younessi Dubin is slightly thicker there. You can see she's got a little bit more meat on her. But she's not as ripped as Carly Judice. Carly Judice is a lot more ripped, in better shape. I find she's a little bit more toned and muscular. But Dubin, you can see that she's got some meat on her there. She's not.
Yeah, she gets her weight from somewhere, so.
Yeah, but the height advantage for Carly Judice at 5'7". Younessi Dubin is at 5'4". I forgot to mention also that Carly Judice is going to have a nice 2.5-inch reach advantage, which I think is significant enough in this one here because she's going to be able to stay at a decent distance from Younessi Dubin and use her fucking striking, man. She's got very good punches, good jabs, good kicks, and I think that if she keeps a nice distance, she'll just piece her up with the punches and the jabs, giving it a hard time for Younessi Dubin to move in close to land those big punches of hers that she has. Again, I'm not really scared of Younessi Dubin. I think that she's not that great. She fought a bunch of really lower level fighters in the lower promotions. Got a lucky knockout against Shannon Clark in her last fight, and I think that the rest of her fights there, the people that she was beating and knocking out were really lower level fighters. I think that Judice fought better fighters. And also, the UFC jitters that Younessi is going to have, her UFC debut. Carly's been there already twice in the UFC fighting. She fought on the Dana White's Contender Series, but also, fought against a really tough opponent in Gabriela Fernandez in her UFC debut. So I like Judice in this one, man.
I still say Judice is going to get hit a fair amount in this fight because her striking defense is pretty bad also. So until it ends, yeah, it's still the overall decision should be to Judice.
All right, we're in agreement with the first fight of the prelims. Let's move on up to the next fight of the prelims here. Oh, just a second here. Whoops. Slid over here by accident there. Sorry about that. All right, let's move on up to the next fight here. We got
We're working our way through the kinks.
Priscilla Cachoeira against Josiana Nunes here. All right, for this one here, my pick stays the same here. Yeah, we can see that Priscilla Cachoeira, she's, a little bit taller than Josiana Nunes. But as I mentioned, man, Josiana Nunes is used to facing taller opponents. All of her opponents have been massive, pretty much taller than her. But you can see here that Josiana Nunes, she's got that like manly body type, man. She's muscular, she's built, she's in great shape.
She's Joseph Benavidez, isn't she?
Yeah. And Priscilla.
But he retired and she got onto the scene. How do you explain it?
Priscilla Cachoeira is also in decent shape, man. She's a little bit thicker than Josiana Nunes, a little bit more muscular there. But yeah, man, I'm really not afraid of it. I think that Josiana Nunes, she's going to be able to do this, man. She's going to be able to get this win here. I think that she's going to be able to land more punches, better striking. I think her boxing is much better, as we discussed already. She's got powerful punches, nice uppercuts, straight jabs, hooks. She knows how to box. Like, she knows how to fight properly. Priscilla Cachoeira doesn't know how to fight. If Josiana Nunes does use her grappling to her advantage here, that's going to be even a plus. If she takes her down, get some ground and pound, that would be amazing. I hope that she incorporates that in this fight. But yeah, my pick is still Josiana Nunes to win by KO or decision.
Yeah, I got to go with Benavides here also. I think her striking's, as you said, she's a better striker than Priscilla Cachoeira here. Cachoeira is tough though. She can walk through shots. It would be a good idea maybe to throw in a takedown or two, of course, for Nunes, but she's not really too known for that. She likes to stand up and fight too. The thing is, Cachoeira likes to get into that punching range and boxing range and just like simply brawl. And I think Josie Anoon's going to come in prepared for that and probably get a decision here.
All right, man. So we're in agreement with this one here. And by the way, for Carly Judice, I had forgotten to mention I have her also winning by KO or decision in that one too. All right. So both in agreement for this fight here. Let's move on up to the next one here. We got Daniel Barres against Andre Lima.
All right, so here I got to go with Andre Lima here. You can see he's tickling Barres here. They seem to be having a pretty good time here. And little does Barres know this guy is going to be poking him in the eye and kicking him in the nuts, all throughout this fight, while probably winning decision here, but potential knockout as well. But I see it ending up in a decision. Real deal. About you?
Yeah. I'm sticking with Andre Lima, man. I like him much better in this one, man. You can see he's a taller guy here.
Yeah, it's got some height on him by what, like 3 inches?
Yeah, Andre Lima is 5'7". Now they're saying that Barres is 5'6", but I think that he's a little bit taller than that. I think Barres is a little bit shorter, or maybe it's the hat. I don't know, but Lima is taller, as you can see here. Also, what I like is that Lima. I find he's bigger than Daniel Barres. I find that Daniel Barres is a bit skinny there. Both these guys are ripped and in good shape, but Lima is a little thicker, a little bit more muscular there. Barres is ripped as well, but he's not as big as Lima, I find. And like I said, I like Lima in this one to use his cheating, to use his better striking, and whatever he could do.
Yeah, like he's not bad as a fighter as well, but he cheats so often and all the time. You got to start including it as part of the package with him.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's part of his strategy. Yeah.
Part of his strategy. He's going to cheat. He's going to do whatever it takes to win. And I like him winning by a KO or decision here as in this one. All right, so we're in agreement with this one as well. Let's move on up to the next fight here. All right, we got Stephanie Luciano against Sam Hughes. So in this fight here, in this one here, we can see that both of these girls are in good shape. They're both pretty much similar body types. I definitely like the fact that Stephanie Luciano is a bit taller than her. She's going to have a nice height advantage there. She looks like it's about a couple of inches taller, but maybe it's an inch taller, whatever. That's fine. She's also going to have a 2-inch reach advantage for Stephanie Luciano. And like I said, as we discussed, man, I like Luciano more. I think she's better as a striker in this fight. I think she's going to be the better striker. And I like the way she punches, man. She's got quick, fast punches. She moves around a lot in the cage there. I think she's going to be able to, her gas tank is going to be just as good as Sam Hughes. I think she's going to last long. I think she'll fend off the takedowns from Sam Hughes, land some serious punches, and do a bit more damage. Sam Hughes, we've seen her face get battered up and bruised in some of her fights. And I like Stephanie Luciano to win this one. I got her winning this one here by KO or decision as well.
I don't think Luciano's gonna be able to make her way through the bottom rung gatekeeper. The Salmonator is gonna use her cardio as a weapon, as she can do. So that striking is not gonna look as good in the second as it did in the first, and not gonna look as good in the third as it did in the second. And let's not forget, the Salmonator here has grappling. This is something Luciano doesn't have. So automatically, you gotta consider that, right? And not only
she does have a bit of grappling.
yeah, let's see how it holds up. If Sam Page decides to use it, but I predict we're going to see at least one takedown from Sam Hughes here as well. I'm also pretty confident that her gas tank is better overall than Luciano's. That combined with using it as a weapon is going to be enough to get her a decision win. And look,
Sam Hughes is going on a record of win, loss, win, loss, win. I'm predicting a loss using the Andre the Andre Feely theory. I think that she'll be able to. I think she's going to lose this
yeah,
one. All right, so yeah,
gotta go with the one with the nice
I don't
big
know what you're
smile.
marking up there on the thing there, but yeah, stop marking it up, man. You're marking up her face there. That's supposed to be your friend. You're going for her. Why are you marking up her face there for? All right, what is that? A Joker smile you're giving her? I don't know. Anyways,
I was
let's move
trying to do
on.
something.
Let's move on up to the next fight here. We got Carlos Vera against Josias Musasa.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean with Musasa here, just simply because he's on a lot of illegal juices, as you can see. Uh, but still, the path to victory is try out this guy's grappling for Vera, and let's see if he's got what it takes down there, because it wouldn't be wise to stay on the feet with this guy. So yeah, give me Musasa by knockout.
All right, man. I'm definitely going for Josias Musasa in this one. You could see here way difference in body type here, man. Josias Musasa is absolutely ripped. He's a physical specimen, absolutely in amazing shape. You can see he's got the crazy abs. He's super ripped and built and muscular. Now, Carlos Vera doesn't look like shit there. He's also a pretty decent shape. He's not looking that bad at all. He's pretty lean there. I think he's got a little bit of some abs there and a bit of muscles there, but he's not as built as Josias Musasa. Josias Musasa is also taller, as we can see here. He's the more athletic guy, the more powerful guy. And I think that he's going to fend off some takedowns from Carlos Vera, land some really, really strong punches, some hard punches. And I definitely think that he finishes Carlos Vera in this one. I think he's going to win by knockout. And you never know. Maybe he might do a club and sub. Maybe he might knock him, hit him really hard where he falls to the ground, and he might jump on him and try to sub him, or Carlos Vera might get gassed out. You never know. But I'm going to pick a knockout for Josias Musasa here, man. I think this is going to be a really great banger of a fight here for Josias's UFC debut. Where he's gonna inflict some damage here, and I think it's gonna be violent. All right, so next fight we have here is going to be Su Young Yu versus AJ Cunningham. All right, in this one here, I gotta go with Su Young Yu. Both of these guys are in great shape. Cunningham, obviously, super tall. He's also in very good shape as well. But Su Young Yu looks in great shape. He's lean. He's also pretty muscular and ripped. AJ Cunningham the same. I just like Su Young Yu's jiu-jitsu skills and his submission skills. His grappling, his ground game is just next level compared to AJ Cunningham. I think he takes down AJ Cunningham easily, and I say he takes him down and lands a submission. He's probably going to either get on his back, get a rear naked choke, maybe even get an arm triangle choke. He's got a lot of really good submissions, this guy here. So Su Young Yu by sub or decision is the pick for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you also. I think he's gonna get that jiu-jitsu going, especially in the second and in the third round if it lasts that long. I say pretty much if you wanna think about uh, think about Holaba here, you gotta think early, because his best chance to win is early, and you can win early as well, but the later the fight gets, I think the more you is likely to win. So they're pretty much yeah, his best bet is to win early, so that's where I'd be looking at Holaba. But give
Not
me
all about AJ Cunningham.
sorry, Cunningham. But yeah, give me Wu by sub or decision.
All right, we're in agreement with this one here. So moving on up to the main event of the prelims here. Guys, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Smash that sub button. Hit the like. Leave us a comment. And let's get to the main event of the prelims here. We got Waldo Cortes-Acosta. And he's facing off against Ryan Spann.
Nice. All right. So yeah, me, I'm sticking with Ryan Spann still, liking the fact that he's even taller than Acosta here. So I guess they were right that he was about an inch taller than him. Acosta looks bigger overall, though. We expected that, but since he's a middleweight coming up to, since he's a light heavyweight going to heavyweight, you got to automatically give him the edge in skill because that's the way it usually goes. And I think the same thing applies here. I think he's going to be faster than Acosta. I think he's going to hit him with more shots from range. He has to stay away from Acosta's jab because he has some pretty good hand speed also, does Acosta. But I have a feeling at some point it's going to get down onto the ground somehow, and then Ryan Spann's going to be really live for a sub. Uh, yeah, so if I'm going to call something, I'm going to call Ryan Spann by knockout or sub in this fight here. Because if he goes to decision, he's probably going to lose the fight. So he has to win this fight and make a statement in the heavyweight division.
All right, man. So in this one here, I'm looking at both these guys, and I was actually surprised to see that Waldo Cortes-Acosta is actually in better shape than Ryan Spann for a change. I couldn't believe it. Waldo looks really good. He looks lean. He looks bigger. He's more muscular. He has a flat stomach, and you can see Ryan Spann has a little bit of a tummy there. I don't know where he got that little bit of a belly there at the bottom there, a little bit of a tummy, and not as in good shape as I expected Ryan Spann to be. I thought that he was going to be much more ripped and big.
I wasn't expecting anything from him.
And Waldo is just looking like the bigger guy. He's thicker. He looks heavier. And I like the way he looks, man. I thought he was going to come out a little chubby, but no, he looks like he's been working out and he's looking really, really good. And yeah, I'm definitely going for Waldo Cortes-Acosta in this one, man. I like him to get the win. Ryan Spann coming off of a 3-fight losing streak there, and then just got a win against a washed-up old Ovince St. Preux. I can't give him props for beating Ovince St. Preux. Prior to that, losing 3 fights in a row, man, and just not looking as good out there as he used to be, man. So I like Waldo to get more punches landed, to do more out there. Waldo is very good at takedown defense. I don't think Ryan Spann is going to have an easy time trying to take him down, especially that he's going to be heavier and bigger. And I think Waldo is going to hit him with some hard punches, maybe even knock him out. I like Waldo here by KO or decision.
Oh, for sure. But give us what you think more. It's got to be decision because this guy doesn't knock people out in the UFC, right?
Hey, Waldo does have some knockouts, man. You'll be surprised.
Not in the UFC.
Well, I mean, in the UFC, has he knocked out anybody in the UFC? That's a very good question. I
doubt it.
think that you're right. Actually, all of his wins have been by decision in the UFC. That's true. All of his wins have been by decision in the UFC. But the thing is, though, Ryan Spann's chin is not really that good, man. I mean, the guy has not been knocked out 4 times out of his losses there. So, he has 10 losses. Almost half of them have been by knockout. So there is a possibility.
He's definitely a guy that, goes into the fire more than Acosta, Acosta's more like point fighting, I would say, more than that.
But you never know. He could land a hard punch on Ryan Spann's chin, which is pretty suspect, and could maybe get a knockout. But I got knockout or decision for Waldo. We are in disagreement with this one. So we're still in disagreement with 2 fights of these prelims. Hey, man, we'll see how it looks in the main card. So stay tuned. Coming up next. Peace out, folks. KAMMA.